Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Pastor Shay, aka Chaplain G, coming back at y'all with another word of encouragement for today. So, had a little helium left over. But, happy Independence Day, man. I hope y'all doing good. I hope y'all getting y'all's grill on. I made the dogs bark. I hope you're getting your grill on. I hope you guys are having fun with family and friends. Really, I hope, by the grace of God, man, everybody's safe. Nobody blow off any hands or nothing like that. But really, I hope you get a chance to celebrate the fact that America is free, man. And it took a lot of blood, sweat, and tears over eons not eons, dozens of wars and conflicts. It took a lot of people crying and staying up late nights and sacrificing their sons and daughters for the sake of freedom, man. And we have it right now. And my fear is, as I'm looking at the world, as I'm looking at everything we're going through, that we're slipping more and more back into this form of slavery. And slavery is not necessarily what black folks went through when folks came over and brought black folks here as slaves. I'm not talking about that kind of slavery. Slavery is the thing that is in opposition to freedom. And so when we start to give away our freedoms, when we start to hand them over, we really are allowing someone else to have power over us, which is a form of slavery, right? And that's especially what Jesus was talking about in the Bible, what Paul set forth in the book of Galatians. Check out what Paul said in the book of Galatians. This is Galatians chapter 5, verse 1. It says, "For freedom Christ has set us free. Stand firm, therefore, and do not submit again to a yoke of slavery." So Paul there is not talking about like black folks coming over from slavery. He's talking about don't submit again to this slavery of sin. Like, don't let sin rule over you. Don't let religiosity rule over you. Paul was talking about in context of that verse. Don't let sin rule over you. Don't let religiosity rule over you. For freedom, Christ has set you free. Christ went up on the cross to set people free from sin. He rose from the grave so that we can have this newness of life, so we don't have to submit again to the yoke of slavery. So the death of Christ and the resurrection of Christ guarantee that we don't have to go back in to this form of slavery where we allow our freedoms where we just give our freedoms away for something else to rule over us. Christ has set us free. And in our country right now, man, it's my fear, man. Like I said, we're giving away a lot of our freedoms to people that will rule over us. We're slipping back into forms of sinful patterns that should have been gone a long time ago. We're slipping back into them, and those things are ruling over us, man. We're slipping back into this mind frame where we don't need each other, where we won't love each other. Man, that stuff should be gone. It's for freedom Christ has set us free. We're free to love. We're free to thrive. We're free to celebrate the 4th of July, because not only are we free as a country, it should remind everyone in Christ that we are free. We get that weekly reminder, hopefully that daily reminder as y'all read y'all's Bibles, that we're free, but especially on Independence Day. We are no longer dependent on, we're celebrating Independence Day because we're no longer dependent upon an English monarch. In Christ, we're no longer subjected to sin. We're no longer subjected to Satan and the world. We are free in Christ. As a country, we're no longer, we can freely go out in the streets and tell people about our faith. And hopefully we can get to the point where, as we celebrate our freedoms, we can see the differences of others and say, yeah, you can have your freedoms too, but I need mine as well. All this stuff is what makes us free, man. It's what makes America awesome, and it's what makes it great. I hope you're proud of your country today, because I am. As much crappy stuff is going on, man, I can't imagine living anywhere else in the world because we have these freedoms. And the main reason why we have these freedoms is not necessarily because people fought and died. Yes, they did. They shed a lot of blood so that we could have these freedoms. The main reason that we have these freedoms today is because people came here to have religious expression of their faith. They were leaving a faith that was too closely tied to the government over in England. So they came here to celebrate the fact that they are free in Christ. They probably read Galatians and said, we are free. We don't have to be under the bondage of slavery to a government. Man, there's a lot I could say. I'm jazzed to talk about it because it's why we can celebrate the 4th of July, because people wanted their freedom to worship Christ freely. And he gave it to us, and he continues to give it to us. And if you've forgotten that today, I hope this is a word of encouragement for you that reminds you we are free in Christ. We are free as a country. Let's not give those freedoms away. Let's not go back into the bondage of slavery, whether it's to sin or religiosity, where we're being too religious, or where we're just giving our freedoms away. That's a form of slavery. Anyway, hope y'all doing good, man. Y'all saved some hot links and some deviled eggs and some I don't know what else y'all grilling. Maybe some barbecue chicken. Maybe y'all got some ribs going on. Whatever y'all got going on, man. Y'all saved me some. Hope y'all doing well. Y'all make sure to please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. You made it this far through the video. Go on and hit that like button. It's free to you. It means everything to me, man. So hope y'all doing well, and hit me up in the email in the description below. But until next time, I love y'all. Grace and peace.